show, and congratulations on a big win last night against Scott. The Lady Tornadoes won last night 56-37 as the Destiny Hayworth got 20 points and Madison McClurg had 15. Girls, and I'll ask Madison first. This was a good win for your club going into the holidays, was it not?
Oh yeah, it was a really good win. We really played well together.
Madison is averaging 10 points per game, and of course she got 15 last night, so that's not going to hurt the average any. 5 rebounds per game and 4 steals. And Katie, on the other hand, both of these girls are juniors. 11 points per game for Katie, 7 rebounds, 4 block shots, and both of them are doing an outstanding job for Coach Bauman there in that Lady Tornado basketball program. Katie, your thoughts thus far on this young season of how your team has performed?
Well, we got to a rocky start, but we won both of our district games, so we're getting better, for sure.
Okay, Madison, what has been some of the strong points of this team so far this year? What's your strength?
Well, Destiny Hayworth, she comes off the bench for us, and she puts in a lot of threes for us. She helps us so much, and we have Riley Hicks, and she's a great point. She sees the court well, and she helps us throughout the whole game. So I think all of that is just helping us progress.
Both you and Katie had buckets last night to keep Scott from coming back, but Destiny had 4 straight three-pointers that didn't hurt the cause any at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Katie, your squad had some graduation losses last year.
Yeah.
This is a relatively young team, is it not?
Mm-hmm. We have 2 seniors that start, and then the rest are juniors. So we're a really young team, but I think we didn't respond well at the beginning of the season, getting used to playing without the seniors, but we're getting better now.
Madison, talk a little bit about the style of play of this team. Is it different from the previous year, or?
Oh yeah. We have so many defenses this year. Like, I don't think I've ever seen as many defenses that we've tried and practiced throughout the season right now that we're doing. I think we've done about 5 different defenses, and we've put in so many different new plays, and it's really actually going really well for us, and we adjust to it very well.
The style of play up and down the court as far as the tempo, are you running basketball team, or you like to set it up and play for the shot, the percentage shot?
We're a little bit of both. I think we get a little bit ahead of ourselves sometimes, but we like to go fast, and we like to get it up the court.
Katie, who are some of the players that have filled the vacancies of some of the players last year on this team?
Well, Destiny Hayworth for sure, knocking in the threes, which is what we had last year. But, Madison she drives all the time. And then Riley, she just sees the court so well. She sees passes that, most point guards wouldn't see at all. So, I think we have more of an inside game and a driving game than more of a shooting game, even though Destiny does shoot a lot and make a lot.
Madison, talk a little bit about your district this year. What teams are strong? Where's the competition going to be for your young squad, so to speak?
Well, I think that Kingston is going to be one of our tough teams that we're going to have to really build up and try to beat them. We did beat them last week or so ago, and we were all proud. We were so amazed that we beat them.
And that's a school that has pretty good basketball tradition, through the years. They've been pretty good, yeah.
And I think that's really all we're really trying to work towards is beating Kingston, and that's about
now
it.
you play them twice, is
right?
That
Yes.
On the schedule, so it's a home and away, and is that the way it works on all your other games?
Yes.
Katie, I looked at this schedule, and after Christmas, you've got Maryville, you've got Bearden, you got William Blount. All of these are tough games, and all of these schools are in a higher classification. How do you approach those games, knowing not only that they're good teams and having good years, but the fact that they're playing in a classification above you? Is that an extra motivation for you?
Well, you have to go at it just like any other game. You have to play your hardest, but you know that these teams are going to be more physical, more they're going to be faster. They're just going to be more everything than the teams that you do play that are like your size. They're so much bigger than you, so you have to adjust just by that. But, I mean, those are all teams that could go to state this year, so we just have to look at it.
When you
like
play these teams, do you notice a lot? Can you see a lot of difference in the classification levels? That's all new to me because when I was in high school in Indiana, there were no classifications. You know, everybody just played everybody else in basketball and football, and it just didn't exist classifications. But can you see a lot of difference when you go from one classification, whether it goes above you or below you? Can you see a lot of difference in the talent
yes.
of players?
When you go bigger, you have more athletes that are better on the team. Like, you know, you have more athletes that show out that are,
more
star
depth,
players. More depth. And that's one thing that we lack. We don't have a whole lot of depth on our team. So, we just have to play our game.
Madison, where will your team be playing over the holidays? Talk a little bit about your holiday schedule.
We're going to be playing at Heritage. I think our first game is Van Buren, and I'm not really sure about how good they are. I don't know anything about it, but I know that it'll make us better this Christmas tournament.
And that's the 19th and to the 21st, I
yes.
believe, at Heritage High School.
Yes,
And it's my understanding, we just had Rick Howard on, there's going to be some teams from other states in there too.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a good look at how basketball, not only in Tennessee, but in some other areas too when you play in that tournament. Katie, you have some college interests. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You're just a junior. Can you talk a little bit about the interest that's been shown so far in your basketball?
Well, I have 4 offers, one from Carson Newman, one from App State, one from Lee, and one from LMU. They just rolled in this summer. It was kind of unexpected, but
you'll take them.
Yeah, I'll take them. I just played in July at the showcase tournaments and got my highlight video out there, and they came in. So
does that grateful. Exposure in the off season, does that really help you as far as getting your name out there and so forth, and showing what you've got to some of the different colleges?
Yes, because most of the time they don't see you playing school ball. They don't know about you. So I think it really does help because, you go to these games and there's college coaches lined up, not necessarily to watch my game, but they're walking in between games, and you do something that catches their eye, and they're like, oh, okay, I noticed them. So I really do think it helps exposure.
And both of you girls play that full schedule of AAU in the off season.
Yes.
How has that helped your game, so to speak, Madison?
Oh, it's improved my game a lot by enormous amount. I think that my ball handling has gotten better, shooting percentage has gone up, and my turnovers have reduced.
Real quick, if I'm scouting you, Katie, and you're going to give me a scouting report on you, what's your strength and what's your weakness?
I think defense is one of my strengths. I like blocking shots, so if I don't get fouls called, then that's definitely one of my strengths. One of my weaknesses is probably just my field goal percentage. It's not that great right now, but I'm just going to keep shooting and try to improve on my shot.
And Madison, your strength and your weakness if I'm doing a scouting report.
I would say my strengths are driving in, going through, and defense is really what I love. And my weakness, I would have to say, I feel like I do commit a lot of turnovers, and I want to get rid of those.
Well, girls, we appreciate you coming down to Barley's this morning, and congratulations on your big win last night against Scott. And best of luck in the tournament over at Heritage High School, and a Merry Christmas to both of you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Timeout has been called, and when we'll turn the page, and it will be the Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change Trivia Question of the Week. You're listening to the Sports Page, and now stay tuned for the best in local sports.
You finally